Hi there, and welcome back to Senior Health Tips Healthy Aging. If you're over 60, there's a simple fruit you might be eating every day that could be silently raising your risk of stroke without you even knowing it. Now I know what you're probably thinking. Fruits are healthy, right? They're packed with vitamins, fiber, and nutrients. And yes, that's absolutely true. But today I'm going to reveal something that might surprise you. Some fruits, despite being considered healthy, could actually be increasing your chances of a stroke. Sounds a bit shocking, doesn't it? Well, stick with me, because what I'm about to share could change how you think about your daily fruit intake. Before we dive deeper, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to Senior Health Tips Healthy Aging. Your support helps us continue to bring you the most valuable insights on maintaining a healthy, vibrant life as we age. We're here to help you make informed decisions about your well-being. Now, let's get into today's video. We're going to take a look at 6 common fruits that, while nutritious, might actually be putting seniors at risk of stroke, especially when eaten at the wrong time or in the wrong combinations. Stay tuned for some eye-opening tips that could make all the difference in how you approach your fruit intake. Bananas are a go-to snack, nutritious, easy to eat, and packed with potassium. But for seniors, especially those over 60, overripe bananas might not be as harmless as they seem. As we age, our bodies process food differently, and what was once a healthy choice can become a concern. The problem with overripe bananas is their high glycemic index. As bananas ripen, starches turn into sugar, making them sweeter. While this sugar is natural, overripe bananas contain more, which can lead to rapid blood sugar spikes. This can be dangerous for older adults, whose ability to regulate blood sugar, potassium, and blood pressure naturally declines with age. Blood sugar spikes put strain on the cardiovascular system, especially the heart and blood vessels, which become more fragile with age. The high sugar and potassium content in overripe bananas can raise blood pressure, increasing the risk of heart problems or strokes. Seniors with health conditions like hypertension or diabetes are especially at risk. Consider Margaret's story. At 76, she enjoyed 1 or 2 overripe bananas every morning. One day after eating one, she felt dizzy and had trouble speaking. Her husband rushed her to the ER, where she was diagnosed with a mild ischemic stroke. Doctors linked her stroke to the banana, her elevated blood pressure, and dehydration. Margaret's experience highlights how even healthy foods can be risky when consumed at the wrong time. If you've ever felt dizzy or unsteady after eating a banana, it might be time to reconsider how and when you eat them. Aging changes how our bodies process food, and what worked when we were younger might not work now. So how can seniors safely enjoy bananas? Eat them when they are still slightly green. These bananas have less sugar and are less likely to cause blood sugar spikes. Pairing bananas with protein or healthy fats, like almonds or peanut butter, can slow sugar absorption and prevent blood sugar spikes. If you've noticed dizziness or lightheadedness after eating bananas, try eating firmer ones or smaller portions. Bananas are healthy, but understanding how they affect your body is crucial as you age. Moderation and timing matter. As we age, we need to pay more attention to how our bodies react to food. With awareness, you can still enjoy bananas and other fruits without compromising your health. By choosing firmer bananas, pairing them with other foods, and being mindful of when you eat them, you can enjoy them without worrying about the risks. Margaret's story shows that small changes in diet can make a big difference. With the right knowledge, you can enjoy the foods you love while taking care of your body. So next time you reach for a banana, remember, it's not about avoiding it, but about eating it the right way. Grapes are often seen as a healthy, sweet snack packed with vitamins, but for seniors, they might not be as harmless as they seem. Grapes are rich in glucose and fructose, which can lead to rapid blood sugar spikes. For older adults, these sudden sugar surges can cause inflammation, stress the cardiovascular system, and increase the risk of heart problems or strokes. As we age, the body's ability to regulate blood sugar naturally declines. This makes seniors more vulnerable to blood sugar spikes from foods like grapes, which are often consumed in larger quantities without considering their impact. The glucose from grapes can trigger inflammation in blood vessels, which may eventually lead to blood clot formation, heightening the risk of heart attacks or strokes. Take the story of Mrs. Evelyn Morris, a 79-year-old retired music teacher. She regularly ate 2 cups of grapes a day, believing them to be a healthy snack. However, after one serving, she experienced a mini stroke. The rapid sugar spike caused by the grapes led to inflammation in her blood vessels, resulting in a clot. Though the stroke was temporary, it was a wake-up call for her and her family about the serious consequences of consuming too many grapes. If you're regularly eating grapes and notice symptoms like lightheadedness, fatigue, or feeling off balance, it might be a sign that your body is reacting to a rapid blood sugar increase. It's essential to consider how grapes affect your body and take action accordingly. To enjoy grapes safely, moderation is key. Instead of eating large amounts, limit your intake to smaller portions. Pairing grapes with other foods, especially those rich in healthy fats or proteins, can help slow down sugar absorption and reduce blood sugar spikes. For instance, enjoy grapes with a handful of nuts or a slice of cheese. As we age, our bodies process sugar less efficiently, making it important to be mindful of how even healthy foods like grapes impact your health. If you feel off after eating them, consult with your doctor or nutritionist to ensure they're not causing harm. In the same way, fruits like pineapple can also lead to rapid sugar spikes. By being mindful of how different foods affect your body, you can make better choices for your health. While you don't have to eliminate grapes entirely, eating them in moderation and being aware of how they impact your body can help you avoid potential health risks. Next time you reach for grapes, ask yourself, how much am I eating? Am I noticing any signs like dizziness or fatigue? Simple changes like controlling portions and pairing with other foods can help you maintain your health while still enjoying the fruits you love. Pineapple is often regarded as a refreshing and healthy fruit, packed with vitamins, antioxidants, and digestive enzymes. However, for seniors, it's important to exercise caution when incorporating pineapple into the diet. The enzyme bromelain, found in pineapple, can thin the blood and interfere with clotting, which is especially concerning for those on blood-thinning medications like warfarin or aspirin. When combined with these medications, the risk of bleeding increases, leading to potentially dangerous health complications. Additionally, pineapple has a high glycemic index, which means it can cause a rapid spike in blood sugar levels. As we age, the body's ability to regulate blood sugar declines, making older adults more susceptible to these spikes. A sudden increase in blood sugar puts extra stress on the cardiovascular system and increases the risk of heart issues or strokes. Pineapple's acidity can also contribute to acid reflux, a common condition in seniors. Acid reflux can lead to stomach acid rising into the esophagus and even the airway, reducing oxygen levels during sleep. This drop in oxygen can be particularly dangerous for seniors and may trigger strokes, particularly posterior strokes. Take the case of Clara Hughes, a 77-year-old woman who regularly enjoyed pineapple after dinner. She believed it was a healthy, refreshing way to end her day. But after one evening's serving of pineapple, Clara woke up feeling dizzy and struggled to walk. She was rushed to the hospital, where she was diagnosed with a posterior stroke. Doctors found that the combination of pineapple's sugar, bromelain, and acid reflux had lowered her oxygen levels during sleep, contributing to the stroke. Clara's experience serves as a reminder that even seemingly harmless foods like pineapple can have serious consequences when combined with other factors like medications or conditions such as acid reflux. If you've ever felt dizzy or had trouble breathing after eating pineapple, particularly late in the day, it could be due to its effects on blood sugar and oxygen intake during sleep. For those on blood-thinning medications or suffering from acid reflux, the risks are higher. If you fall into either category, it's important to be mindful of your pineapple intake. To enjoy pineapple safely, moderation is key. Limit your intake and try eating it earlier in the day to avoid it affecting your sleep. Smaller portions help prevent blood sugar spikes, and pairing pineapple with protein or healthy fats, such as nuts or cheese, can slow sugar absorption. If you take blood-thinning medications, consult your doctor before consuming pineapple regularly, especially in larger amounts. As you reflect on your eating habits, ask yourself, how often do you enjoy pineapple? Have you noticed any changes in how you feel after eating it, particularly before bedtime? If you're on medications or experience acid reflux, it may be wise to reconsider your pineapple consumption and speak with your healthcare provider. With simple adjustments, such as moderating portion sizes and eating it earlier in the day, you can continue to enjoy pineapple's health benefits while minimizing potential risks. Now that we've discussed the risks of pineapple, let's explore another popular fruit that might surprise you: watermelon. Though often seen as a healthy, hydrating snack, watermelon can have unexpected effects, especially when consumed at the wrong time. Understanding how watermelon impacts your body can help you make better choices for your heart and overall well-being. Watermelon is often considered the ultimate summer snack, refreshing, sweet, and hydrating. With its high water content, it's believed to be a great choice for staying hydrated. However, for older adults, watermelon can pose some surprising risks. While great for hydration, watermelon acts as a natural diuretic, meaning it increases urination. For seniors, this can lead to dehydration, especially for those taking diuretics or medications that affect fluid balance. Dehydration can thicken the blood, slow circulation, and increase the risk of blood clot formation, heightening the chances of a stroke. As we age, our bodies lose the ability to maintain fluid balance effectively. Medications like diuretics, often prescribed for high blood pressure or heart conditions, help the body eliminate excess fluid but also deplete vital electrolytes and water. Eating watermelon, which promotes urination, can worsen dehydration, especially if consumed later in the day. When dehydration occurs, the blood becomes thicker and circulation slows, creating an environment where blood clots can form, leading to strokes. Consider the example of Howard Lynn, an 82-year-old man who enjoyed watermelon in the evening. Howard, who took diuretics for high blood pressure, ate a large serving of watermelon after taking his medication one night. The next morning, he woke up feeling dizzy and collapsed when trying to get out of bed. Doctors determined that dehydration had thickened his blood, which led to the clot. The combination of watermelon and diuretic medication caused Howard to lose more fluids than his body could replace, resulting in a stroke. Howard's experience is a reminder that even healthy foods like watermelon can be risky if consumed incorrectly, especially for seniors on medications. Have you ever felt excessively thirsty or dehydrated after eating watermelon, particularly at night? If you take diuretics or other medications affecting fluid balance, it's important to understand how watermelon can amplify dehydration risks. Symptoms like dizziness or fatigue after eating watermelon could indicate dehydration. To enjoy watermelon safely, moderation is key. Try eating watermelon earlier in the day to avoid dehydration while sleeping. Limit portion sizes and consider pairing watermelon with foods that help balance hydration, like nuts or avocado. If you're on diuretics or similar medications, consult your doctor to better understand how watermelon fits into your diet. Think about your habits. Do you eat watermelon at night after taking medication? Have you felt dizzy or tired afterward? If so, consider adjusting your intake and eating it earlier in the day. Small changes can significantly reduce risks related to dehydration and blood clotting. Now that we've talked about watermelon, it's important to consider how other fruits might impact your health as you age. By understanding how different foods affect your body, you can make healthier choices to protect your heart and overall well-being. Oranges are often seen as a healthy snack. Packed with vitamin C, a powerful antioxidant, they're celebrated for supporting heart health. However, for seniors, especially those on certain medications, this seemingly harmless fruit can pose serious risks. The culprit is a compound found in citrus fruits called furanocoumarin, which can interfere with how your liver metabolizes medications, leading to dangerous drug interactions. Furanocoumarin affects the liver's ability to process drugs. The liver typically breaks down medications, ensuring they're delivered in the right amounts throughout the body. But when furanocoumarin enters the system, it can slow the breakdown of medications, causing them to accumulate in the bloodstream. Alternatively, it may prevent medications from metabolizing altogether. This disruption can result in side effects like dizziness, confusion, irregular heart rhythms, or even strokes. Consider the case of Albert Bryant, a 79-year-old man who drank orange juice daily alongside his heart and cholesterol medications. He believed starting his day with fresh orange juice was a healthy habit. However, after weeks of this routine, Albert suffered a minor stroke. Doctors found that the orange juice had interacted with his medications, causing dangerous levels of the drugs to accumulate in his system. Albert's story highlights how something as innocent as orange juice can have serious consequences when combined with certain medications. Have you ever felt lightheaded or unusually tired after drinking orange juice, particularly if you're on medications for heart disease, high blood pressure, or cholesterol? These could be signs of a drug-citrus interaction. Seniors taking statins, calcium channel blockers, or blood thinners are especially vulnerable to these interactions. It's vital to be aware of how diet can affect the medications you take and to make necessary adjustments. To minimize risks, limit your intake of orange juice and whole oranges, especially if you're on medications that rely on liver enzymes for proper metabolism. Consume orange juice in moderation and space it out from your medication schedule to avoid complications. You might also want to consult your doctor about your citrus intake, especially if you're on medication that could interact with furanocoumarin. In some cases, your doctor may suggest alternatives like lemon or lime, which have fewer interactions but still offer similar health benefits. Take a moment to consider your own habits. Do you drink orange juice regularly, especially with your medication? Have you noticed dizziness or fatigue afterward? If so, it's time to reassess how you consume oranges or orange juice and discuss it with your healthcare provider to ensure your diet and medications work in harmony. While oranges and orange juice are healthy, they can interfere with medications. Understanding the risks and adjusting your diet accordingly can help protect your health. Now that we've explored the dangers of citrus, let's examine another fruit, grapes, that can present hidden risks when combined with certain medications. Mangoes are a popular and tasty fruit, packed with vitamins and nutrients. But for seniors, they may not be as harmless as they seem. Mangoes are among the highest sugar fruits, and consuming them too frequently can lead to rapid blood sugar spikes. These spikes can cause inflammation, increasing the risk of blood clots, heart disease, and strokes, especially for those with chronic conditions like diabetes, high blood pressure, or heart disease. The sugar content in mangoes, especially in dried mango slices, is a major concern. When blood sugar rises too quickly, it stresses the heart and blood vessels, which can already be weakened with age. Over time, repeated sugar spikes can cause inflammation in the arteries and raise the risk of blood clots, leading to strokes or heart attacks. Take the case of William Booker, an 83-year-old man who switched from cookies to dried mango slices, thinking it was a healthier choice. After weeks of eating dried mangoes, he suffered a mild stroke. Doctors found that his medications had reached dangerously high levels due to the interaction with the sugar in mangoes. This buildup of medication in his bloodstream contributed to his stroke. William's experience serves as a reminder that even healthy changes in diet, like eating more mangoes, can have serious consequences when combined with medications. Have you ever felt sluggish, dizzy, or tired after eating mangoes, especially at night? If you regularly eat mangoes, particularly while on heart disease, blood pressure, or diabetes medications, it's worth considering how this fruit affects your body. Be sure to discuss your fruit intake with your doctor to understand how mangoes and other high-sugar foods might interact with your medications. To minimize the risk of blood sugar spikes, moderation is key. Mangoes are healthy, but it's important to limit their intake, especially if you have existing health conditions. Avoid eating mangoes before bed, as it can cause a sugar spike that your body may struggle to process while sleeping. Pairing mangoes with protein or healthy fats can help regulate sugar absorption. If you're a mango lover, consider how much you consume. If you experience joint pain, fatigue, or discomfort after eating mangoes, it might be time to adjust your intake. Eating mangoes in moderation and pairing them with other foods can help you enjoy the fruit without the associated risks. Now that we've discussed mangoes, it's important to look at how other fruits like grapes and pineapple can also affect senior health. By understanding the risks of different fruits, you can make better choices to protect your heart and overall health as you age. As we age, even foods that are generally healthy, like fruits, can pose risks if consumed incorrectly. Today, we've explored 6 fruits: bananas, grapes, pineapple, watermelon, oranges, and mangoes, that offer various health benefits but could also increase your risk of stroke when eaten in excess, at the wrong times, or in combination with certain medications. The key takeaway is simple: moderation is crucial. Opt for smaller portions of these fruits and consider eating them earlier in the day to reduce the risk of blood sugar spikes. Pairing them with protein or healthy fats can also help manage blood sugar levels. Additionally, be mindful of how these fruits might interact with any medications you're taking. Always consult your healthcare provider to tailor your diet to your specific health needs as you age. If you found this video helpful, don't forget to like, subscribe, and leave a comment below. We'd love to hear from you. Have you made any changes to your fruit intake? Your feedback helps us create more videos that support your health and well-being. Stay tuned for more health tips from Senior Health Tips Healthy Aging.